Hi, and welcome back. I'm about to do the tarot which will also be a business reading for August the 11th. And we're talking about Mercury joining with the Sun, Venus and Mars in Leo. So a lot of fire and a lot of sense of self. And Jupiter, the planet of expansion, going direct in Sagittarius, which is lovely, but Sagittarius is also a fire sign. So we've got a lot of optimism, we've got a lot of growth. And we've got Uranus, which is the great awakener, going retrograde in Taurus. And Taurus is all about our finances, our values, and our possessions. So let's have a look and see what the cards have got to say in terms of business and career. And I'm using the Celtic tarot deck because it's very nice and direct, and I think that's exactly what we need. All right, so we start off with the King of Swords. Beautiful. We're the master of our thoughts. We're in control of our thinking, and that's really, really good in this time of Leo when there's lots of things what would you say? Lots of things swirling around which are building our ego and building our sense of self. It's good to be in charge of your thoughts, and let's hope likewise we're in charge of our penmanship, as in what we are messaging people or emails we're writing, and in charge of our voice as well. Okay, we've got the Four of Shields, Pentacles. Now, what I'm putting this up for, which is quite interesting, it's normally a place of stability. You can see that that person is quite solid in terms of the foundations and their business foundations. But what I'm going to put up here, and I think the way that I'm seeing this card is, don't be too stubborn. It's a little warning card about being too stubborn, being too sure of our thoughts, and perhaps not being open to other people's opinion. Okay. After that, we've got the Page of Shields, which is talking about a message coming in or a new beginning about our relationship with money. And in this instance, it's about how we interact with money and our beliefs about money. So we're going to have an interesting time. I think we're actually going to be a bit challenged about our beliefs in money. And very nicely coming in, we've got the Knight of Cups. Look at the Knight of Cups. It's on the dragon. Can you see it's on the edge? It's on a precipice. So it's about to make a change, cross the river, jump off the cliff. And that's a major change. And it's being guided by the crow. The crow or the raven is the messenger bird of the spirits or the gods. So the movement for this change in what we value and how we value, which I think is going to sit very nicely because it comes after the Page of Pentacles, which is talking about how we are in our relationship with money. So it looks like we are definitely ready to make that change. And the change is more closely aligned with our values. So that's really, really nice. All right, we just got the more. So let's just see what else comes out. Oh, how beautiful. Oh, how lovely. Beautiful. Okay. And I mean beautiful. Wait till you see what's come on out. So we had those first cards, if you like, talking about what we need to be aware of. And then we have the Knight coming in talking about change. The Knight is followed by the World. So it's definitely a change card. It's definitely a wish card. It's definitely changing the way we're interacting with the world. And there's a major change in our favor coming. Okay. See, so we've got the Knight followed by the World. Very nice. Then we have two more cards, and I really like them. We've got the Eight of Shields. Now, what's interesting about the Eight of Shields is when I first saw this, I actually thought this was a boat. And I thought it was a 6. But it's the 8. But can you see they're in a boat, they're working hard, and we've got a family working hard. And what's interesting about this is I'm actually looking at it and I'm seeing that one person is not working as hard. Now, traditionally, of course, the male is the one that's perceived to have been the breadwinner and the worker. I'm talking to women in business, so we've thrown that model out. It is like, take that. We're all doing something new here. So what we're looking at is a definite movement, a definite change in direction. The thing I want you to be thinking about here is everybody is really focused on how the work is being done, but no one's looking to see the direction. So even though the woman is standing, she's not looking to see the direction. So I think what we've got here is that it is talking about hard work. But I think it's also talking about don't get that involved in hard work that you lose sight of where you should be going. It's really important to get the work done. It's really important that everyone is focused. It's really important that everyone's moving forward. And I got to tell you, when I look at this boat, while I see the hard work, I don't see everyone necessarily focused evenly or focused on the direction they're going. They're all focused on the work that needs to be done. So I'm thinking we need to really start thinking about strategy here and the direction we're going in. And if you are leading the business, you need to be putting definition around that vision and around that strategy. Yeah? So that when we do the hard work, there's a clear direction for where that goes. Now, prior to this, I spoke to you about it was a time to get your words clear about who you are in the business, what the business stands for, what the value of the business is. And now what I'm seeing is there's great opportunity coming, but you really need to be quite strategic about that direction and have a clear strategy and have everybody on board on that. Otherwise, this opportunity that's coming, if we're not all on the same boat, if we're not all going in the same direction, it's going to be dissipated and it's going to be lost. And the other aspect of this is we finish up with the Fool. And the Fool talks about a leap of faith and a new direction, but most importantly, it talks about leaving the baggage behind. Now, this is something I'm going to say to you. It's really hard to leave the baggage behind. We can all talk the talk, but can we talk the walk or walk the walk? So what I want you to be thinking about is, have you really left that baggage behind? And has everybody in your immediate circle left that baggage behind? Because now is, and this is going back to the astrology, now is a really, really good time when everyone's being very honest because of Leo, and everyone feels the courage to speak up. Now is the time to have, if you need to, hard and very open discussions about where the future is, what the direction is, and those things we want to keep and those things we want to change. Because most of the time, for now, change is constant. So that's what we're looking at. The environment for the card, and I love it, the environment for the card is the 10 of Cauldrons. So some people call this the happy ever after card. Some people call this the fulfillment card. Either way you look at it, it's a nice ending card. All right, so we've got couples in harmony, and they're cups of 4, and they have a full set of cups, all upright, all full. So the ending for that is quite fantastic. So we've got a little bit of warning in the beginning about where we're at and what we should be looking for. And then we've got, in terms of, we are in control of our thoughts. We might be a little bit too much in control of our thoughts in terms of seeing I is the only direction. I set the course. I'm in charge. This is what I want to do. But don't be too stubborn about that. Yeah? Because if you're too stubborn about that, you might miss something. So you need to be a little bit open. there's a change, and it's a healthy change in terms of our relationship to money, and I think that's nice. And I think that's part of the page being followed by the Knight of Cups, because the Knight of Cups is movement, it's a message, and it's about moving forward towards something which is more fulfilling. And underneath that, what we've got is we've got the World card, so that's a positive change coming towards us, and it's something that we want, and it's something that we want coming towards us, so it's something we've been manifesting and thinking about, but also it's something we've been moving towards. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles, which is about hard work, but how I'm reading in this, particularly as it's sitting underneath the Four of Pentacles, is that to me, when I look at that card, everybody is not on, they're on the same boat, but they're all rowing in different directions and they're not rowing in time. So that's something that you might need to be aware of. I was thinking about another card, if you like, an oracle card, and they gave me Dreams of Gaia as an option, they being my guides. And I like Gaia because too many dropped out. I like Dreams of Gaia because it's very strong. And with Leo and all this fire, and the Great Awakener, also very active at the moment, because don't forget when planets first go to change direction, either start to go retrograde or start to come out, that's when they're the most potent. And while these are long, slow transitions, they're also important transitions. And I need a governing card, please. I need a governing card, please. Okay, cut. Look at that. And the environment. The environment that is the Fool. And the card we've got is the Ace of Fire. So Sun in Leo, Venus in Leo, Mercury and Mars in Leo, all those cards in Leo. Uranus, the mystery, the Queen of Mystery, the Queen of Opportunity, the Great Awakener, is going retrograde, and Jupiter is in Sagittarius, always a fine sign. So look at that. Ace of Fire. Time to really get motivated. Time to really get pumped. Time to go ahead. This is definitely the time to go ahead. This is a great time. It's a great time for strategies and thinking. It's a great time for a new vision, a new direction being communicated. There is an opportunity here that you have got, and I want to encourage you to take it. And it is promising you that if you do take it, it will be successful for you, however you term success. And this success is talking about you feeling valuable and a contribution being valuable, as well as just the sense of value. So basically the cards are telling you, don't get stuck, don't get too wrapped up in your own thoughts, but definitely time to purge old thoughts, go with the new, and get that strategy out there. Launch that new business, launch that new paradigm. It's time to go. All right, literally, it's time to go. See you later. Take care. Bye.